Bang, bang, bang. Merry Christmas, Easter Army. Well, let me, this is going to be the, probably one of the only times I do this, but, as it's no secret, I came home for the holidays, and, I had big plans for the podcast, I was going to take the fucking Cloudy and Rowdy podcast on the road and to comedy clubs and all this shit, but y'all know, man, it just don't always work out. Shit is easier said than done. Let's just put it that way. Especially in Georgia, man. There's a lot of traffic out here. And then the one night I did go to do a mic, I brought all the podcast shit, but they wasn't going to turn the fucking music off for us. So I didn't do that. And then I had a homie from, out here where my mom stays. And my buddy Keith Miller, I had him on. And I had big plans for him on the podcast. I thought that it was going to be... I kind of dropped the ball. Let me start off by saying I kind of dropped the ball because I'm a shitty question asker sometimes. Like I should have asked him like what it was like having leukemia. And did he know that he had it? And did he feel it coming on and shit like that? But I just immediately jumped right to a story of, what kind of like happened. And then... what happened was I brought some LA weed out here with me, everybody, you know what I'm saying? And me and him used to burn all the time, but apparently he ain't smoked in like 2 months recently. Then I smoked this LA shit with him, some shit from the Garden Secrets, right? That premium jack, and it put him on his premium back. Bang, 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 you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker, he took about 3 hits and he sat over there and he was faded. I couldn't get him to hold the mic right. Couldn't get him to, talk when he was supposed to, answer questions. So automatically just went into fuck it mode and was like, fuck it. I'm just going to, carry this shit on my back type shit. But it was still cool. It was still a good time. I just wanted to give y'all a quick, recap of how that happened and what's going to be going on. And just wanted to check in with everybody, tell you Merry Christmas and shit. Hope y'all have a great fucking holiday. Hope you have fun with the family, and or if you're solo, shit, man, go somewhere, get that young dick sucked, get you 2 hookers this Christmas. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck it, try to find some twins on Backpage. Hello, allegedly, Let's stay in the Christmas spirit, right? I watched a movie earlier. It's called Santa Claus the Movie. It was made in 1985. Alright? So, because I know this episode's dropping on Christmas. So, fucking, man, y'all watch that movie. Especially if you have kids. Real fucking good movie. Holds up, man. To this day, man. He gives the fucking, the reindeer this golden corn and shit, and they fucking fly around in the sky. They give it to some kids and they float, man. They fucking make magical red candy canes that blow up. It's a fucking good time for the kids, the adults. It's still held up, man. It was cool. It's like Coca-Cola's version of Santa, definitely, but it's a real good story. It got a little homeless Joe in it, and the little redheaded chicks helps him, and they fucking save Santa in the end with the fucking little lead elf and shit. It's fucking good, man. I forgot about that movie, and then me and my mom seen it today. We watched it earlier. Me and Mom Easter watched that shit. It was a good time, so especially if you have kids, fucking check that shit out today if it's on. And other than that, man, I hope all of y'all motherfuckers have a great holiday, and I'll be back in LA next week, and so the next podcast gonna be a good one. Y'all fucking tune in. We'll be back to I'll be back at Marty's. We'll be filming again. We ain't gonna have video this time because like I said, man, I'm at Mom Duke's. I tried to set up a little video thing, and it just didn't work out. Hello, I'm not Jim Beam. I can tell you that. I appreciate Jim Beam. Merry fucking Christmas to Jimmy Beam. Hello. And he's gonna be putting in hard work tonight on Christmas Eve, and the Falcons sucked a fat dick today. Fuck them and their shitty fucking play. Alright? Drew Brees, even though you play for the Saints, you're a bad motherfucker and you did your thing, dog. And I wish Matt Ryan would fucking learn from you. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, hold on one second. Oh shit, we got a special Merry Christmas coming for the fucking Easter Army. Remember, I love all you bad motherfuckers. Here you go.
Merry Christmas, everybody, and Happy New Year. Love ya.
That's a Mom Easter original. All right, y'all bad motherfuckers. I'll see y'all next week. Bang, bang, bang. Welcome to the Cloudy and Rowdy podcast, you bad motherfuckers. It's your boy Tommy Easter. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, I didn't have to. I'm on the road. I'm at home, and I have the machine plugged into my phone, so I can't play the little fucking tune. So I did it for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Dun 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 dun. Hey, I made that motherfucking beat anyway. You know what I'm saying? Bang, bang, bang. Let's see. I got a few topics to cover real quick. You know what I'm saying? Before I bring my guest in. Let's see. I flew into town just in the nick of time this year. Like 2 days after I get home and I start watching the news and shit, fucking, I see where the Atlanta airport had lost power and fucking they were sending people home, they were stopping flights, motherfuckers wasn't allowed to come through and shit. I was just like, holy shit, it seems like every year I just beat the bullshit, you know? It's like I'll fly in, and then I'll be on the couch watching the news with my mom, and I see some horrific story about, like, a fucking, an ice storm coming, or weather in the middle of the country has really shut down flights, and all this bullshit. I'm always snug on the couch. It's the only time my fucking luck goes right. But, let me welcome in my guest here. It was good to see this guy. I've known him for a long time. My boy Keith Miller. Say hey, buddy.
What's up?
You're gonna have to keep that mic up to your mouth, homeboy. He ain't a comic or entertainer at all, so the mic to mouth ratio might not be so well. You're gonna have to give him a pass, you know what I'm saying?
Just a country boy.
Hold it up to your mouth.
Just a country boy.
Just a country boy, you know what I'm saying? Keith was one of the first people I met out here. Powder Springs, Georgia. It's very desolate is the way I put this area, because I grew up in Gwinnett County where there's a lot going on, to say the least. Everything's right down the road and right around the corner. Out here, it's gonna be a good 10-minute drive to get to anything. You know what I'm saying? At the least. And so it was just like you gotta have people to hang with. You know what I'm saying? And I met this guy here, Keith Miller.
Day one.
He's a day one. He really is. As far as this area is concerned, this is my day one right here. I've known this motherfucker ever since I stepped foot around this place. So you was you born and raised around here? You one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah? Hell yeah. What hospital?
Kennesaw.
Talking to the microphone.
Kennesaw.
Kennesaw.
Yeah.
You're pretty stoned?
Yeah.
Did you eat a gummy worm yet?
Nah. I'm waiting on to smoke the blunt first.
Oh yeah, let's fire this young blunt up. And
First
get into this
smoke weed.
And get into this character that I call Keith Miller, which is another person who I've named, by the way, y'all. His real last name ain't Miller. I'll leave it up to him to tell you his real last name. If he don't want to, he don't motherfucking have to. Hello? That's why I give motherfuckers aliases, because you never know when they're gonna come through for them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Talking to the mic.
That's true, man. I ain't giving nobody my last name.
You ain't giving nobody that last name, huh?
Nah, we're sticking with Miller.
So this is the thing about young Keith, man. Y'all don't know. Just by, I know you can't tell by looking at him, but the kid is strong as an ox, all right? He's a fucking survivor. He's a soldier, all right? One day, I used to have a basketball court in my driveway and shit. And one day we out there playing ball. And I'll get mad if you ain't trying. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it pisses me off because it's like, all right, yeah. If you know how good I am, don't try and play me, motherfucker, unless you're going to play all the way to the end of the game. I hate when a motherfucker wants to play me knowing he can't beat me and then just gives up in the middle of the game, all right? Keith never was like that. Except just one day he was just all fucking bitchy and fucking all fucking weak about everything. I was so fucking mad. I threw the ball at him. I remember I threw the ball at him, was like, fucking don't play then, pussy, and all this shit, right? And then he left mad at me. And we didn't talk for like 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? And then out of nowhere, he calls me up and he was like, yeah, man, I'm in the hospital. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I'm in fucking, he's like quarantined and shit. The motherfucker had leukemia. You couldn't even see him unless you had to like put on a fucking, I had to put on a plastic fucking suit to go and see him and shit. It was fucking wild, man. I could not fucking believe that shit had happened to him. Because he went from just being looking like this, being at my crib, smoking blunts every day, playing Call of Duty, fucking around, driving around town, fucking with bitches. And then all of a sudden, this motherfucker was in a hospital bed, y'all, like, dying. And it was fucking hard to see. It was hard to watch. And it's good to see the kid here back doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Fucking back in action, back healthy. Hello. Kick leukemia right in the fucking dick sack.
If we keeping it real too, man, you the only one of the only friends that come to see me up in the hospital.
Hold the microphone up.
One of the only ones that come to see me in the hospital.
Yeah.
That's why I fuck with you, man.
Well, yeah, man, if a motherfucker is in a situation like that, you call me, dog, I take it serious. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know that as a man, for you to reach out to another man like, yo, dog, I'm fucked up, it takes a lot, you know? Yeah. And so I don't take that shit lightly, man. Fucking, when I first got into town, I'd only met this kid, Cody Morley, probably 2 or 3 times. That all the people know, they've heard me mention Cody. He's been on the podcast before. But, and then I seen him post some shit online one day about having his gallbladder removed. And he was in the hospital and he was like, yo, I could really use a friend right now. And I was like, fuck it, dog, Where you at? Like, he'll tell you, I tried to come down there and see the motherfucker, but I was so new to town. I got downtown and around those fucking hospitals, and I'm in that big van. I couldn't park nowhere. I couldn't even find the hospital. It took me, Siri's dumbass, took me to a college campus and shit, UCLA college or some crazy shit. I don't know where the fuck it took me, man. I was in the middle of one-way streets and motherfucking craziness down there. So I was just like, fuck it, man. I texted him back like, yo, I tried, dog. But yeah, I went and seen young Keith Miller and
Northside.
At Northside Hospital. That's where I was born and shit. That shit's dope. And
there's some good doctors out there. It's a good place. Best place I've been.
Yeah.
Hospital-wise.
You're going to have to hold that mic up, dog. I don't even think you're registering. Jim Beam's going to it's going to drive him crazy. He's going to be like, you shouldn't even have had that guy on. You can't fucking hear anything he says. You already talk low, motherfucker. Hold that mic up to your mouth. You see me right here?
Yeah.
You trying to bend down and shit. What you doing? Selling crack, motherfucker? You got 2 for $30 over there?
Yeah.
So, one thing me and Keith used to do for real was watch a lot of basketball, and this just recently happened. This is one thing about being home, is Tommy Easter gets to watch TV again. You know what I'm saying? And one of my favorite players, Kobe Bryant, they just retired not 1, but 2 jerseys, cocksuckers. You know what I'm saying? So all you Kobe haters can eat a fucking 2 dicks now. You know what I'm saying? Because like Jeannie Buss said in that thing, she said that the reason we're retiring the 2 jerseys is because we broke down your numbers. If you break down the number 8, the numbers he put up in the number 8 and the number 24, she said both numbers could have made it to the Hall of Fame. That's how dope that motherfucker is.
Yeah.
He got 3 rings with number 8 jersey, 3 rings with the 24 jersey. I don't even think nobody's ever brought up the fact that if you add 8 and 24, it's 32. Magic Johnson's number, who is the only other Laker with 5 rings.
Yep.
I just think that shit's dope, man. I love greatness. I love a good ending to a good story. And I had said it on the podcast with the homie Jay Green and John Tumlin, the Fresh Jays. That episode, I talked about how if you knew basketball, Michael Jordan set it up to where we could enjoy Kobe Bryant. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And the rest of his, and all those years he played. And it's like, now it's like we're scrambling to find somebody to, I am at least. I'm scrambling to see somebody jump off the screen and keep me into basketball again, you know? It sure the fuck ain't LeBron.
Nah, can't stand LeBron, man.
Motherfucker he fills me with frustration, you know.
He just he ain't always cracked up to be. He's too big for the league.
I just know basketball so well. And I know that with the size and the speed and the jumping ability and all the shit that he has, what kind of beast, monster, bully he could be on the court. And he's not. He's a snowflake on the court. And I fucking hate that shit. Yeah, man, I hate that shit, man. And then I seen the thing where Magic Johnson and Isaiah Thomas made up after 20 years. You see that shit?
Yeah,
that shit was dope, man. That shit was dope. You can see Zeke a little psycho though. You can see he had that like psycho cry. He was like, I'm gonna kill you now, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker got that psycho cry, boy. I was like, damn. That shit was wild. Hell yeah, man. Fucking, for the video portion, if it comes out, I got, my little cousin gave me the camera that I'm using right now, a little Sony HD Handycam. My boy Keith Miller got me this young motherfucking jacket in effect. Got some new shoes today. They just happen to match. Hello? Bang, bang, bang. Killing the motherfucking game.
Yeah, that shit first. Some shoes. Ooh.
They feel good, too. They feel good. Like, I've had them Air Force Ones for like 3 years, man. I got Dr. Scholl soles in them and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Been gelling like a felon all over town. And I've had them motherfuckers so long, even the Dr. Scholl soles are worn out. You know what I'm saying? I'll keep shoes forever because I buy them leather and I keep them in good condition. You know? It's just like, I just walk everywhere in LA. It's hard to buy shoes. Now, I can't buy shoes that look good anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, these just happen to look good, too, but they're plastic. They're plastic on the front. They're like this plastic material. That shit'll last forever in L.A., bro. Think about Cali and Vegas and places like that. When you walk them streets, they're black with fucking grossness all the time. It's just dust and, like, it's always sunny and dusty and shit. It's just... It's hard to have a pair of, like, them shoes Oz Warrior sent me. Yeah. I haven't worn them. I'm so scared to wear them shoes. Hell, they got a dirt spot on them just from being in my fucking van. Something in my van fell on those shoes, and there's a spot on them now. I'm fucking furious about it. You know, they're like cloth. I don't know how to clean them.
Yeah, man. Them shoes was fresh, too. Shouts out to Oz Warrior for that one. Them things was mad fresh.
What do you think about this Cali reefer, buddy?
It's got me stoned as a motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
Like I said, it's the first time I'm smoking in 10 months, man.
Yeah, sorry I hadn't done a Periscope while I've been in town, y'all. It's just fuck, man. It's 7:30 out here, 7:20 out here. I commend y'all that check in every night. Well, all y'all got to do is check in, though, and watch me. See, for me, I'd have to come downstairs. Now that I got this set up, I might do a podcast Monday. I mean, a Periscope Monday. But, like, fuck, the other day, it was like, all of a sudden, it was like, oh, shit, it's 7:15. I only had 5 minutes to, like, get ready, you know. I can't even roll a blunt 5 minutes. It takes me 10 minutes to roll a fucking blunt, you know. Yeah. And then I'd had to rush downstairs. I don't really have any music queued up or anything, so, you know. And it's my vacation, man, you know. I took my podcast, I took all this equipment to the mic last night. Mom Easter went with me to the mic last night, all the way out there in Sweetwater and shit. And shouts out to Jay Ward for providing us with a stage so close to Christmas, man. It was good to go out there and get some stage time. And my boy Munch Wade was out there. Y'all see him on the podcast in the future. He's out there in Los Angeles. He's always at Marty's, so you'll see him pop through. I tried to have him on, but there was nowhere to plug in. This thing has to plug in, and I didn't have nowhere to plug it in at that bar. And it was loud as fuck. They wasn't going to ever turn that music off, I can tell you that. So it wasn't going to happen, you know. Hello.
Shit looked fine on
Instagram. They turned it off for the young comedy shit, but they crunk it right back on as soon as we got off stage. It was right back to fucking mumble rap, so.
That shit sucks.
Yeah, it does. It's some baby back bullshit. I don't even like fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? Hello. I've been bumping that Jada and Fabulous, that Freddie versus Jason, boy. That shit dope.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I'm gonna be sending out Christmas cards. I've been sending them out. So y'all, you ain't gonna get them on Christmas and shit, but you will get them. Hello. And look who it is. Bang, bang, bang. This right here, everybody, for the video portion of the show is what everybody on Periscope fell in love with for so long. This is the Steamroller of Death, okay? The SOD. And I left him in Georgia because when I was on the mountain trimming that year, I fucking broke him. The inside of this bowl is completely broken out. You know, that's why now I just put aluminum foil in there and poke a little hole in it. And shit, if I'd have drove the van this year, I'd take this motherfucker back. You know, but I don't know. I leave it here, so I always have it. You know, because I don't want it to break all the way. You know, fucking Eric Portwood and his lovely wife Summer sent me a pipe last year, and I ended up breaking it in that fucking van with that hardwood floors and all that shit, you know.
The van of death.
The fucking floor of death in the van, yeah. So it's that's why I keep it here, you know what I'm saying? But I figured the motherfucking people would want to see them. Hello, that's what it is. Bang, 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 still just as dirty as ever. They was always on me about fucking cleaning this thing, you know?
That shit bust your ass, too.
Hell yeah.
Shit hit hard.
Shit hit hard.
Yeah.
Old Keith Miller, huh? Hell yeah, bro. So you went to school out here and everything, huh? Powder Springs? What school was it? What's it called?
Shit, I went to McEachern in high school.
McEachern?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's dope, McEachern Indian.
And now where you staying at? You used to stay up there on a mountain and shit, right?
Yeah, I stay up in the country.
Stay up in the country, and there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nah, man. I'm a country boy.
Well, you gonna have to hold that shit up. See how these green dots flash when I talk?
Yeah.
Now you talk.
Testing.
Ain't nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? Your motherfucking mic might not even be working for all I know. Hello? Let me see it. Yo, yo, yo. Yeah, motherfucker. You just ain't talking into it.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know.
That's the thing. See, people think I'm an asshole because I'll tell people a lot of the times, like when motherfuckers randomly ask me about getting on my podcast or even my Periscope, I'd be like, "Are you a comic?" And if they say no, I'm like, "Nah, really. I only let comics and people who are used to holding a microphone basically on my shit because, you know."
Yeah, stage presence.
Well, not even stage presence. It's just that if they can't hear, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ever listen to a podcast and somebody off mic is back in the background talking?
Yeah.
And you're like, damn, I wish they'd have handed him a mic so I could have heard what he asked, because now dude's answering a question and I don't even know what the question was. You see what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So now you know, you probably sound like in the background. You're a background dancer right now.
Shit, man. I mean, I don't know. That weed got me stoned, man.
I know, and I'm packing up the young steamroller of death.
Nah, man.
I never stop smoking. Bang, bang, bang. Yep, this is one of my favorite times of year, man. You know, not just because I come home. It's just because of shit like this. Old Keith Miller popping in. You get to see family and friends you ain't seen in a long time. And went and seen my pops the other day. Oh, Dad bought him a BMW and shit, huh? He's big time in it.
That's tight.
Oh yeah, and then listen to what his dumb ass did though. He had it in the garage while he was working in the garage on some shit, and he had his little roll cart in there with his tools on it.
Yeah.
And he said he had this roll cart. You know, I got my roll cart sitting in there, and I had that goddamn crowbar on the top of the thing. He goes, man, I was sitting all the way across the room doing something. I heard it start rolling. He goes, dude, I turned around and looked, and it was like slow motion. That thing went bow right through his fucking back windshield of his BMW. Not his very back windshield, but a back door, one of the back driver's door windshield, just busted it right through it. And he said he took that fucking crowbar and he went outside and beat the shit out of a tree for about 10 minutes and screamed and yelled and looked like a crazy man out in his yard. But, you know, I think he said it cost him fucking almost $600 to get that thing replaced.
That's nuts.
BMW, man, it's German. It's German shit. It's German shit, bro. The Germans. From Hoboken. Get you. That reminds me. Here's your goddamn Easter story. Hell yeah. Fuck. This is from the old school, man. This involves Greg Johnson, okay? When we were doing tile, back when Murray was still working with us and shit, or when Murray was, quotations in the air, working with us, right? Murray was the type of worker that, since it was his dad's company / his company, if you asked him, then he would come in the beginning of the night while we're unloading the truck and shit. You'd see Murray, right? And then when like the real work started, like when motherfuckers got knee pads on, he's down and he's in a fucking hole somewhere and he's grouting and shit. And you get up and you're like, fuck, man, I gotta go to the restroom. You go to walk through the lobby to go to the bathroom, you'll see Murray. You'll see Murray working all right, working on fucking taking bench cushions out and combining them and fucking laying down with a pillow and a blanket. That motherfucker would sleep while we worked. So fucking. But anyway, while Murray was quotation working with us, he was good about like scheduling South Beach Miami stores during the summertime and shit when there was just bad bitches and shit. You know what I'm saying? And so one year he tells me and my boy Greg Johnson, he's like, we gonna go down there and have a ball and shit. You know what I'm saying? So we go down there and somehow I got stuck with Chris Stevens. All right, and so it's like me, Chris, and Greg, and fucking all right. I think I might have went down there with Chris. I think I was already down there working with Chris. Murray called me from Georgia and was like, yo, is there anyone else that can come and work? That's what it was. And I was like, call my boy Greg Johnson. That's what it was. And I got Greg Johnson scooped from Georgia and fucking brought to Miami like a fucking doctor. You know what I'm saying? He was happy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And but it was just one of those years where like we got down there and the managers didn't believe us. You know, Murray used to go into stores with a wife beater and gold chains on and shit. You know? So like the manager automatically was like, y'all not working in our store. And so fucking we were kind of like stuck down there for a couple days with no pay, no nothing until Tom sorted everything out. And me and Chris was in this fucking hotel room and I was going up the elevator and there was this little young bitch in there. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I'm standing right there and she's standing right there. And she kept turning and looking at me. So I was like, what's up, girl? And she was like, what's up? I was like, shit. I told her what room number I was in. She was like, I'm in the room right across from you. I was like, perfect. I was like, you smoke? She was like, yeah, but I don't want my older sister to know. And I was like, fuck, all right, cool. I was like, well, get rid of her. You know what I'm saying? So she gets rid of her older sister. Her older sister and this fucking, some wild fucking dude that she was with, I hear them leave. Like, they were like, whoa, they fucking drunk. They was hitting South Beach, you know what I'm saying? And the little sister, they were all from fucking, like, Jersey and shit. The little sister stayed behind. She had one, it was back when they had them Jersey dresses, and she had one that said Brooklyn on it. You know what I'm saying? So I go over there and smoke a blunt with her, and I fuck the shit out this little bitch. I put the A-Town right up in the middle of Brooklyn. Hello? Bang, bang, bang. You know what I'm saying? And so fucking, dude, no craziest shit happened that night, though. Not to me, not around me. I fuck a bitch and come back to the room and pass out. It was great. Middle of the night, we get woken up, bro, by all kinds of shit outside our door. There's like 8 cops outside our door. They're pounding on the door across from us. Like that little bitch's room. I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck's going on? Dude, they're in that motherfucker. They're fucking boom, boom, boom. Dade County Police Department, open the fucking door. Me and Chris are fucking peeping through the fucking peepholes and shit. I'm like, he's like, watch out, you know? And I'm like, hey, watch out, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? We're fucking fighting over the peephole. And fucking, it was that dude. The dude who was fucking the older sister, like, he came home drunk and he fucking punched through the window of some like art exhibit. What he did is like there's shit all down South Beach, you know what I'm saying, like little stores and shit. So he punched through the glass in one of them stores. What he didn't know is it's like some famous art exhibit and fucking all kinds of alarms went off and shit. And so and it cut his hand all up. And there was just and then so instead of like running to the hospital or the beach, anywhere else, but right back to your fucking room, this idiot just comes right back to his room. And you could see, like I heard the cops, me and Chris were listening, they were like, and the chick was like, how'd you know where we was at? And he was like, we followed the trail of blood. He was like, you dripped blood all the way to your room, dude. You fucking led us right to you. You know what I'm saying? And then when they left, we got out our room and we was walking down the hall and you could just see splotches of blood all down the fucking hallway. It was in the elevator, came down. Chris crime scene detected that shit. I didn't really give a fuck, but Chris was like, I want to see what he did. Chris followed the blood all the way back and and we follow it and then we look up. Bam, a big ass broken window and crime scene tape. I was like, yep, well, this is what he did. He fucking punched the glass out and shit. We walked it down. The cops were right. You could literally follow his trail of blood back to what he did and shit. What a dumb fuck. So anyway, story don't end because them bitches were stuck now.
Yeah.
They arrested dude, and he drove them in a Mustang that was a stick shift. They claim they can't drive a stick shift home. So since I fucked the little young bitch, they come to my room the next day, knocking on the door and shit. Her and the older sister. Man. Let me take a hit of reefer. So, I'm like, I can't help you. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling them I can't help you. Hello? And, because I'm like, fuck that. You know, I done smashed. You know, you know what I'm talking about? Like that little, the mystery's gone. The lust is gone. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. But I tell Greg, but they are offering him, this is what they said. We'll give you $200 to drive us to Hoboken. And I'm thinking, bitch, I already gave you a slow poking. I ain't taking you to Hoboken. Bang, bang, bang. You know what I'm saying? But fucking, remember, we ain't worked in 2 days. None of us got money. We were like relying on Murray to bring us back fucking leftovers. Chris got so mad he threw the leftovers away. I'm not eating fucking leftovers. He threw that shit in the trash. I was like, fuck it, what you got, Greg Johnson? Because Greg got lucky. He was walking down the street and Murray seen him and was like, yo, come with me, dog. And took him out to eat that day. Yeah. And fucking, that was the type of little hoe shit Murray would do. He'd pick one person and be nice to him, you know? So, I'm definitely out, but Greg bit hook, line, and sinker. He takes these bitches, some other dude's Mustang, and drives them from Miami, Florida, to Hoboken, New Jersey. Y'all motherfuckers Google that shit, all right? Crazy. To where he was like, the first night was cool, dog. You know, we get there, I go to their crib, they fucking brought me in the crib and made me a little place on the couch and shit, fucking fed me food, you know, and fucking woke up the next morning, they fed me breakfast and shit, and he goes, and then the bullshit starts, you know, we called the airport, and they don't have any flights or some shit, you know, the cheapest flight was like $300 or $400, he said. Yeah. He goes, and then the bitch was like, this is how dumb Greg is, though, Greg fell for this shit, because the bitch was like, well then we gonna take you to the airport, because sometimes you can get better deals at the airport. Who in the fuck believes that? You know what I'm saying? Greg Johnson did. So fucking, he gets in the car with these bitches, and they pull up to the airport, and he was dumb enough to fall for this. They pull up, and they're like, all right, go ahead and get out and run up there and get in line, and we gonna go park. Come on, man. They gonna park. They parked their ass right back at their house. That's what they did. Bang, bang, bang. Them motherfuckers left my man, Greg Johnson, hanging, son. That motherfucker had to, like, call his mom and his sister, all type of shit. That motherfucker took, like, 4 buses back to Georgia. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, shit. Motherfuckers wonder why I don't work with Murray no more. You out your fucking mind, dog. Well, shit. I guess I'll wrap this little portion up. You know what I'm saying? Keith Miller is obviously stoned to the bone. He don't know how to hold the microphone. And he's far away from home. But he is on Instagram and shit. Where can they find you, Keith Miller, taking pictures of yourself in the mirror? Shit. Speaking to the microphone this time.
At KeithMiller.com.
Speaking to the mic with your mouth. Don't sway it back and forth like this, dog. Like this. Say. What's your Instagram?
KeithMiller.com.
That's not an Instagram account.
At gmail.com.
That's a email. What are you on Instagram?
Shit, Keith Miller.
Keith Miller. This motherfucker, man. Alright, y'all. Fucking, it ain't over. You know what I'm saying? This part is, I'm gonna add to this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably have my mom on, probably get a little Jape on. But, this was Keith Miller. You know what I'm saying? And we signing out. Bang, bang, bang.